Hey fire signs, welcome back. This reading is going to be for my fire signs, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is going to be a monthly reading. By monthly, I simply mean I make them about every month. As always, they are timeless. Whenever you are guided, here is the right time. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest. Let's tap in. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What do we have going on for this month? What's the current energy? Oh. Whoa. Emperor in reverse. Fire signs, I was not expecting this for you. With the Five of Wands and the Page of Wands in reverse, you might be feeling like there's some kind of competition or like a need to level up or do more, but there's a lack of inspiration here. There's a feeling of like not doing enough, not putting out enough. And there's something here familial around the home or family or childhood that could have a play in this. Let's see, tell me more. This is an act to this is an energy that's encouraging you to truly step into your true creative nature. The King of Wands is masculine principle, which is about taking action. Even a small step in the right direction is still a step in the right direction, is what I'm hearing. You're stronger than you might be giving yourself credit for. There is a need here, though, to quiet the mind, to go within, it just feels like a need to quiet the mind. Like there's this, and they're showing me like this hamster wheel, going, but not really getting anywhere. And it's because I think you're pushing too hard. When you let go a bit, I feel like if you let go of it, things will just kind of naturally fall into place, just kind of land where they're supposed to be. Yeah, there's a need for a new perspective, a need to calm the monkey mind. They just keep saying to calm the monkey mind. Yeah, there's verification. There's the recognition. Because when we're chasing, when we're going, let's get some angel messages. These are calling me here. And we'll get some oracle messages as well, but I usually end with these, but I don't know, they're just calling me here. We got organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it's simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you to know and plan your next action steps. So organize, plan, make sure that you're writing it out on paper, what it is you want, how you're going to get there. We got words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you will attract for yourself and for others. This might be a big issue here too for you fire signs. You're needing some different foods or some different nourishment, some cleaner energy, food, water. Make sure that you're blessing your water, raising the vibration. When you fuel your body with a healthy organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. On the bottom, in the subconscious realm, we've got deep emotional healing with Azurite. Your heart is ready to heal from the past, and you are willing to devote time and energy towards their therapeutic care. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself for one, but also like on an emotional level, make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Because there's definitely a need for some healing here, a need for some comfort. To learn the lessons that you're meant to learn, right? And everything's a lesson. And when we can find the lesson, there's a lesson or a blessing or both. When we can find the lesson, like why is it that I feel like I need to go. Why is it that I'm in this competitive mode, or why is it that I'm not where I want to be yet? Oftentimes, if you find the lesson, then you can find the blessing. So recognize what it is. And then this compromise, I feel like you're going to have to kind of level with yourself. You're going to have to, this is about going within and doing some self-care, self-talk, which, when you're working things out, sometimes you have to compromise. Bless you. And that includes even with yourself. For some of you guys, this could be with someone else as well. We got the conclusion in reverse. For some of you guys, you could be having some actual issues with another person. And this is saying, these two cards are saying, okay, let's find the compromise. This isn't the end. All right, we can figure this out. Let's get you guys some animal spirits. Yeah, look, here's the offer, right? Here's the compromise. Here's the adjustment we need to make. Fire signs. Here's the Sagittarius. And then we'll get some advice for each of the signs, so make sure you stick around till the end. All right, fire signs. Or should we just get advice with... No, we're going to get advice with the Shaman Pocket Oracle. All right. Fire signs. Okay. Some of you guys might be seeing too much into things. That's my first thought here. There could be some things that haven't come to light yet. And this is screaming, there's a need for some alone time here. Right? Others might agitate you right now. You might just need some time to be with yourself. because there is this yearning to grow here. Yeah, I think having some time to yourself is going to really benefit you, fire signs. Also, trust your intuition. On the bottom, we do have the unicorn, which speaks to the third eye with the lion. Like, you're stronger than you're giving yourself credit for here. And someone may be unsure of their identity. Someone that you're dealing with, or, I mean, this could be you as well, but it feels like someone that you're dealing with. The box is often the partnership card. Yeah, make sure that you're trusting yourself, right? Trusting what brings you peace. Trusting what makes you feel strong. And if you don't know what that is, then maybe it's time to find some things. All right, Aries. Let's get some advice for my Aries. Aries. We got completion in reverse here. So there's something that is not done. And that's kind of the second time this came out with the conclusion in reverse as well. This is number 9. 9 is a number of manifestations. I don't think you actually want it to be done. But be careful also about clinging to the old, right? Because clinging to the old form, it'll bring decay, right? When the fruit is left too long on the vine, it rots, right? So it feels like someone kind of knows that it's time, yet there's a hesitancy, there's a reluctance to move forward. Remember, you are responsible for your actions, not for the actions of others. If there's something that's been lost here, mourn what's been lost so that you can move on. Don't be sad. Be like the sun at midday, who shines brightly, right? Neither longing for sunrise nor dreading the dusk. Yeah, it feels like you've completed a cycle here, but you're kind of clinging onto the past, Aries. In regard to relationships, it might be time to honor what has been and to find a new form for the future. And in your ventures, Aries, it's time for you to reap your harvest. Completion's a time for celebration. Right? It's the end of summer when the fruit is ripe. Completion suggests the fullness of the moment and the need to transform an old form into a new one. All right, Leo. Thank you guys, by the way, for liking this post. It really does help me out. I appreciate it. All right, Leo. Advice for my Leos. Please, Leo. Advice for my Leos. This one. Thank you. Oh, 2 of them come. Ooh. We got the mystical shaman and the hummingbird in reverse. Number 38. breaks down to the master number 11. Yeah, there's some mastery here with the mystical shaman. There's a feeling of healing. This is the symbol for alchemy. It's the myth maker and the storyteller who's neither made nor defined by the story. Instead, he observes it, evolves through it, right? Perceives all aspects of it. And in doing so, the mystical shaman represents the ability to dream a new story, a new myth into being. He dances between worlds, right? Wearing the cloak of the world very loosely around his shoulders, and he sings the world into being. He reminds us to be in the world and travel through it, but not to be defined by it or to become too attached to the experience. Right? This is the symbol of true alchemy. All elements of life have a spiritual aspect and a material one. And when we remember this, all manner of miracles and manifestations are possible. So you're being invited, Leo, to consider the ability to live without attachment. You're being called to create and dream your life, to act on inspiration and divine impulse without fixating on a known story of success or achievement. Can you impartially observe the stories and that you're telling yourself and others? Right? What if you could become a mystery to yourself? Who would you become if you stop telling the tales that have defined you up until now? You don't have to live in a story that has roots in the past. What if there were no need to explain yourself to anyone, not even yourself? The way to your most extraordinary life is to become a blank slate and to allow the form of your dreams and desires to show up as it will. And this, Leo, is a sign of manifesting a life beyond your wildest dreams. And then we've got the hummingbird in reverse, number 26, which breaks down to an 8. 8 reminds us of the connection of all things. The hummingbird in reverse comes to teach you stillness in motion and to trust your inner knowing. Because failing to act when the moment's right can spoil your journey. If you feel like your safety and comfort or day-to-day survival are more important than saying yes to the invitation to explore the unknown, you're going to have to work much harder to achieve what's being offered to you freely right now. Right? Leo, still your mind. Even in the midst of your very hectic schedule, and listen to the gentle, subtle voice that's calling you to create this new story. All right, last but definitely not least, Sagittarius. Advice for my Saggies this month, please. Advice for my Sagittarius. Thank you. We got the Jaguar in reverse on the bottom, the Heart of the Sky, the card of creation. Jaguar is number 28, which breaks down to a 10. 10 is a number of completion, right? And that's a big theme in this reading. The Jaguar in reverse wants you to ask what in your life needs to be released. Sagittarius, what have you carried around for far too long that's ready to be let go of once and for all? Jaguar medicine is available to heal the here, to heal the fear, so that you can allow it to go. It's a time to come out of the shadows and end the shadow games that you might have maybe unconsciously agreed to play. Call in the Jaguar spirit to help you free yourself from toxic relationships, and even if that toxic relationship is with yourself a little bit, and recover your natural instinct for the right people and situations. Remember, you're working with the Heart of the Sky here, the master creator. Thank you guys again for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Let this stay with you for as long as it feels comfortable. Supportive and kind. Love you guys.